Good morning, boys and girls. We're coming at you from the meat layer this morning. I know you guys are used to seeing me all dressed up like I'm going to Walmart, so it might come as a surprise to you that I don't just roll out of bed like that. Let me get this lamp on. So today is December 19th. It is just before 6 in the morning. I woke up and checked the weather this morning. It is by far the coldest day of the year. We're in the middle of an extreme cold warning. The temperature with wind chill is somewhere around 60 below zero, which is like, I don't know, quick maths, carry the minus 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Just kidding, I didn't do the math, I looked it up. So I went out fishing last year in these temps and I told myself I'd never do it again. I'm not sure if I just can't remember how painful it is or if 2019 Justin was just butter soft. I guess this would be a good time to introduce you to a potential future co-host on the channel. Meet Suka. Suka's a rescue dog that I picked up from Baker Lake here. His name is Suka, which translates to fast in Inuktitut, which I found out shortly after also translates to in Ukrainian. So he is a bilingual dog. What are you doing, bro? He'll definitely be staying at home this morning because last year in temperatures like these I took him out and he ended up getting frostbite on the tip of his bird and I felt like a monster, so he'll be staying home today. So what we'll do is we're gonna go out there, we'll drill some holes, get set up in the otter, get the heater going, get nice and warm. I think we'll catch a couple, we'll get our arse home, and I think we'll make some horny garlic lake trout jerky. I've been experimenting with some recipes over the last year and I've finally come up with something that's pretty deadly. So yeah, come along, we'll get a couple, excuse me bro. So yeah, come along. We'll go and catch a couple quick ones, bring them home, clean them up, and get this batch of jerky started. Stick around, we'll see you out on the ice. Holy, it's cold out here. My God. Let's see if this rig will even start. Oh, I know it'll start. These Ace engines are the deal. Woo. There she be. Certainly not happy with me. Oh. Cut. Whoa. Woo. All right, people. We made it. Honestly, that was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. I definitely dressed for the occasion today. There's no doubt my face is cold. I don't think that's ever going to change. But yeah, the rest of my body, like, I'm actually kind of warm, to be totally honest, believe it or not. It just goes to show how big of a deal having the proper winter gear makes for dealing with these super extreme temps. But yeah, I'm chilling, man. I'm good. We're back out at the spot that we were at last time where we caught that big bum on a spoon. That's literally 10 minutes away from my house. I think we'd be crazy not to come back here and try to catch another one of those big mamas. But yeah, I'm gonna get this otter set up. That is frozen. I'm gonna get all our gear rigged up and then we'll catch up with you in the otter. Whew, all right, y'all. We are set back up in the otter. We took a couple of extra steps today to ensure our safety. Made sure to shovel down all the skirting around the shack so no cold air is getting in, and it got warm in here pretty quick. These insulated shacks, man, they keep out the elements so good. Got the Mr. Buddy heater pumping. So considering how good using a non-fishing lure related object worked last time and how surprisingly okay with it the missus was, we're gonna up the ante a little bit and we're gonna fish with her hair straightener. I'm just kidding. She would absolutely murder me if I put a treble hook in this. Honestly, I may not even be safe having just taken it out here for a joke, but I'll find out later tonight. So let's put this safely away in the hard case. So yeah, the goal today is to get just a couple for the dehydrator. Yeah, I'll run you through the process and you too can make top tier lake trout jerky after this video. So yeah, let's get to it. We got the Panoptics in. Frostbite Dragon Slayer, glow in the dark. We're in a little bit deeper water. Ice is getting pretty thick now, almost need an extension. And we're dealing with low light conditions. The winter solstice is coming up quick, just in a couple of days from now. And then it will be the amazing ascent to 24-hour sunlight when the real fishing binges begin. For anybody who's unaware, the farther north on the earth that you go, the longer days you get in the spring and summer and the shorter days you get in the winter. Here in Baker, we still keep some sunlight throughout the winter, but come spring and early summer, there is fishable daylight 24/7, so we're going to take advantage of that in the coming months. Like, we're just getting started here, boys, with this ice season. Sorry, boys and girls. I got a couple comments beaking me for not including the ladies, so my bad, ladies. We've got some wild things planned this year. Let's give this Dragon Slayer a little glow boost. I have this little UV flashlight. Look at that. It's like glowing in the light. Oh, got him. Woo! It's a dink, and I've never been more excited. Well, no, I've been more excited, but not for a dink. Perfect size to eat though, boys and girls. Okay, here he is, maybe like a 25-incher. That is a perfect jerky making lake trout. So we are going to toss him outside. Yeet! Here's what he ate. The Deadly Glow Dragon Slayer. Let's charge her up. Get her back down. Okay, let's get a couple more, maybe two. Well, probably one, but maybe two. Not more than two. Whoop, whoop. I get some refreshments. Come on, boy. Be that number 2 that we need. Whoa. Oh! Oh my goodness, he's on it. Oh boy, we don't have the big camera on. There we go. Okay, well, good thing we got the GoPro. Whew. Pretty inopportune time for the camera to stop working. Is this a nice one? Nice-ish? Nope, edible size. There he is. Just a beauty. I love them when they're dark like that. They're just so much nicer. Let's yeet him out. Wait, what? Yeet. Oh, yeet him out. Okay, we need one more for a limit. I just yard sailed my cup. Oh my goodness. Another one. This could be the 3rd. Oh, he nipped it when I wasn't ready for him. Okay, let's try to get some refreshments. When that fish so rudely interrupted. Why does it always seem like fish come when you're doing everything but fishing? Oh my goodness, again, are you kidding? Oh my, oh no, it's spilling. Holy, this is a disaster. Are you kidding? Look, there's 2 of them. I just spilled so much. And they didn't even bite. Are you serious? Okay, if a fish comes this time, I'm not even picking up the rod. Okay, let's see. Is it going to go down again? My goodness. What a disaster that was. I think we better supercharge that Dragon Slayer. And let's cut out the lights. Whoa, look at that, so green. That is just wild. Those little UV lights are the deal when it comes to glow. Well, it appears as though our otter light is effed. It was a little banged up to begin with, but now I think it may be done. So I guess we're gonna be in the dark a little bit. Oh, that's not so bad. But anyways, let's catch this 3rd fish for our limit and get the F home so we can make some jerky. Oh, 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 oh. Fish in the bottom, fish in the bottom, fish in the bottom. Okay, it's showing some interest, not a ton. I'm just so focused and dialed on this fish. I just want to go make jerky. All right, there we go. This one feels good. Whoa. Unreal. Unreal. Oh, God. Well, I have to review the game film. I don't know if that's the same fish or not. Okay, there he is. Wow, this is actually a pretty nice one. I don't think we're going to keep this. It's a little too big. Beauty, just a dark, mean looking fish. It's probably like 31 or 32 inches. Such a cool fish. Let's get him back. It's all good. Didn't want to stop fishing anyways. Here's one. Oh, go to get the dragon. Come on. Come on. Come on, this is it. I can feel it. Something's weird. Thought we snagged him, but he just got tangled up. There he is. This is close to that upper limit that I'll keep, but I think we'll turn him to jerky. Yeah. Alright, so that fish completes our 3-fish limit. So I think it's time to pack up all this gear, rip back home to Suka's place, and start turning these lake trout into jerky. I'll spare you all the pain of having to watch me put all this stuff away. So I will catch up with you at Suka's place. See you in a bit. Well, we've arrived home safely at Suka's house. That felt like a much colder ride home than it did on the way out there. So the lake trout are kind of frozen a little. Now, before the missus came around and I was living the bachelor life, the primary spot that I used to thaw my fish was the bathtub. Now, ever since she's come around, she kind of put her foot down on that because apparently ladies don't like lake trout slime in their bath water. I personally don't see the problem, but I think I've come up with a way that we can both get what we want out of this bathtub. So what we have here is just your standard Rubbermaid tote full of lake trout being thawed by the cold water from the shower. Now, what I've done to eliminate the lake trout slime is cut a drain hole right in the bottom of the tote there to act as like a funnel, rerouting the water up the lake trout directly down the drain. That way, all the lake trout slime is going straight down the pipe and none of it is getting anywhere on the bathtub. Now, she's currently at work still and has no idea about my invention, so not too sure how excited she'll be about it. Probably fairly excited. It is a really good idea, but I guess we'll see when she gets home. Yeah, I'm gonna let these lake trout thaw for a little bit and then we will start cutting them up and making her brine for the jerky. See you in a little bit. Suka, we're making a YouTube video. Do that in your room. Okay, so now that we have our lake trout defrosted, we're gonna fillet them just like we would normally. There we go. 6 deadly boneless fillets. So now, what we're gonna do is cut them into maybe like 1-inch wide strips, and we're gonna leave the skin on. You could take it off if you want. I just find it holds the meat together after it's brined up. But you have to pull it off after it's dehydrated, so up to you, but I prefer to leave it on. Yeah, just little pieces like that. So now that we got our lake trout all cut up into little 1-inch strips, we're just gonna give them a wash, rinse them off, and then we'll be ready to make our brine. So now that our lake trout fillets are rinsed and clean, we're going to make our brine. This is a crucial step in making jerky because it's what preserves the meat and prevents it from going bad and growing bacteria while it's dehydrating slowly. So first, salty base, soy sauce, weatherman to the rescue. We're going to add 1 cup of soy sauce, and we're going to add all the ingredients to this saucepan, which we're going to heat up and mix all the ingredients together. 1 cup. Next, olive oil, 1 tablespoon. Lemon juice, 1 tablespoon again. Tablespoon-ish. Black pepper, 1 big teaspoon. Cayenne, 1/2 teaspoon. Brown sugar, 1/2 cup. Natural horny, 1/4 cup. And last but not least, heaping tablespoon of minced garlic. That's a heaping if I ever seen one. So now that all the ingredients are in the saucepan, we're going to set the element to shmedium low heat. And whisk them all together till it's all nice and mixed. You don't want to overcook it because then stuff will start burning and that's no good. You just want everything to be blended up into one nice liquid. Okay, that should about do it. Now we're going to let that cool, and then we're going to mix it with our fish. Okay, so now that our brine has cooled to room temperature, I poured it into a measuring cup. I added just a little bit more soy sauce just to bulk it up so we can cover all these little pieces of lake trout meat in brine. So we're going to evenly distribute little pieces of lake trout meat into big Ziploc bags. Okay, that's it. That's all the meat. Take our brine and pour it into the bags. Now I'm going to try to get as much air out of these as I can so it keeps the fish fully submerged. There's one. There's 2. So now that we have our fish in the bags, we are going to set these in the fridge overnight. I usually let them marinate for like 12 to 16 hours. Gonna put them in the strainer flat. We're gonna use the strainer tomorrow to drain out the excess brine. So we'll just use this to keep them together and flat. There they are. Hopefully they don't leak all over the fridge and make a giant mess, but we'll stick those in the fridge and report back tomorrow when it's time to put these in the dehydrator. Okay, so now that our fish has been marinating for about 16 hours, we're gonna take it out of the fridge and drain off all the excess juices. So our lake trout should be nice and juicy, sucking in all that flavor from the brine. We're going to set up the strainer over the sink and dump our fish in. Okay, so we're just going to dump our fish in the strainer. Whoop. Like so. And the second bag. Give it a little stir action. Oh, you can just smell that horny garlic. Okay, so we'll let that drip dry for, I don't know, 10 minutes. And then we'll start stuffing it in the dehydrator. So now that our fish is strained and we've run off all the excess juices, it is ready for the dehydrator. Just have a look at that beautiful horny garlic. Horny garlic. What's horny garlic? Have a look at that.
Horny garlic. Horny garlic.
Just have a look at that beautiful horny garlic. You're f***ing me up. up. Horny color. Okay, cut. Just have a look at that beauty, horny garlic color. If only you could smell through YouTube. This dehydrator I have here is a Cabela's 10 tray deluxe dehydrator. I have it set at 150 degrees Fahrenheit. I've already pre-greased the trays to prevent the jerky from sticking to them. So yeah, we're just going to start putting pieces of fish on the trays. You're going to want to space them out a good distance from each other so the air can circulate through the dehydrator and fully dehydrate all the pieces of fish equally. You want to put the pieces skin side down, so if anything's going to stick, it's just going to be the skin and not the actual meat. Something like that. Just nice and spaced out. Okay, cue the time lapse for the rest. Done deal. So we're going to let that dehydrate for about 12 to 16 hours. It all depends on how thick your fish chunks are and how tightly you pack the dehydrator. So I'll check on it again in 12 hours and I will report back if it is finished. So I will check back in with you when the jerky is done and ready to eat, and we'll see you then. Okay, so it is now 16 hours in the future. I checked on the jerky at around the 12-hour mark and it wasn't quite done yet. So we gave her an extra 4 hours to dehydrate. Let's pull them out the dehydrator and I'll give you a look. Check those out. Now they've shriveled up quite a bit from what they once were, but that is exactly what you want. Now, as I said, we left the skin on, so you have to peel them off, but the skin peels off just super easily. Whoop. Done. So I'm going to peel the skin off these, toss them in this Tupperware, and show you the yield once we're done. So that right there is about how much jerky 3 shmedium lake trout will get you. Now this jerky is preserved, so it'll last quite some time, especially if you put it in the fridge, and especially if you put it in your freezer. I love taking this out on the ice and just chowing down on it all day. It's a little bit spicy, so it'll keep you warm, keep the blood flowing. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. It's pretty simple. I know not everybody has a dehydrator, but you can definitely do it in your oven too. You just have to set it to the lowest heat. And if your oven doesn't stay cool enough, just crack the door open a little bit and keep the temperature down and it should work just the same. But the dehydrator is the best way. It's so dialed and keeps that temperature steady. But that being said, I guess I should probably address those schmcmuffins that I was promising y'all. Now, there were a lot of comments that people dropped to make me laugh, but there can be just one. Thank you to everybody who left a comment. I appreciate all of your comment submissions, just none of them quite as much as this one. Okay, here it is. This one was a beauty. Chris Harder wrote, audio from 12:05 to 12:14. Oh yeah, ease on. Matches the sound of a man battling Taco Bell's revenge on the porcelain playground. A couple of facial expressions during that time frame matched as well. Keep the grumpy schmeeds coming. We love them. Chris Harder, you're the man. You made me laugh the hardest. Consider yourself 13 schmcmuffins richer. Go ahead and slide in my DMs, maybe on Instagram, or get at me on YouTube here, and I will get those 13 schmcmuffins to you. And I apologize for taking so long. That is overdue by like over 800 subscribers, so my bad. Things have been busy around here. Been trying to crank out videos for y'all to enjoy. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for subscribing. Just pretty overwhelmed with all the positivity, but no slowing down from here. Can't stop, won't stop. We got lots planned for this season. Stay tuned. Until next time, peace.